talking about intimacy anorexia with world-renowned psychologist Dr. Doug Weiss, author of Intimacy Anorexia and Married and Alone. Dr. Weiss, what exactly is intimacy anorexia?
Intimacy anorexia is the active withholding of spiritual, emotional, and sexual intimacy. Everyone else gets attention and love, but if you're married to this person, you feel very alone, you feel disconnected, you feel unwanted, and it's a very dry relationship.
Sounds very empty. How does it impact one's state of mind?
Well, if you're the spouse, I mean, depression, weight gain, feeling rejected, feeling like you're begging to be loved all the time, or if you do this, you'll be loved,
Like
or if you do this, you'll be loved, and then you're not loved. Okay? And then the other person's in control, they're blaming you, they're withholding love, they're withholding praise, they're withholding sex, or they're disconnected during sex. It's like they're not there. Okay? They're unwilling to share their feelings with you, they're criticizing you. And it's just a whole system for them to be safe. It's more like the intimacy anorexia has said, I'm going to stay married to me, too bad for you.
And you're on the outs instead of being engaged with them as planned.
Absolutely.
Till death do us
Well, they
part.
promise to love you and cherish you and honor you, but they don't even connect with you.
So
And
how can they love you and cherish you and honor you?
Well, it doesn't feel very loving.
Can you please tell us if you can treat intimacy anorexia?
Oh yeah,
What
we
does that
treat it
look
all
like?
the time. We treat it with intensives. We have phone counselors. We have books and all kinds of ways for someone to get more help on healing from intimacy anorexia. I never wrote a book that didn't solve the problem. Okay, intimacy anorexia identifies a problem and then it moves you to in solving the problem if the person wants to get better. But usually it's the spouse, whether it's a man or woman who feels married alone, who's having the pain, because like living with an alcoholic, the alcoholic's happy.
Absolutely. But it's the partner who's in a lot of pain.
Absolutely.
So what does that look like? Do they come to you for intensives? Is that
They come to Colorado Springs, or they can make a telephone call. They can call one of the counselors in my office. That's probably a good start. Or they can get one of the books, Intimacy
workbooks are
Anorexia, the
amazing.
workbooks. They can
Yeah.
work through that. We have phone groups they can get into. They just have to take the next step. The first one is get educated. The second one is get support.
And I think admitting that the issue is there is first and foremost, and then understanding it and getting the support so they can do it the right way, they can treat it properly.
Yes, and sadly, it's oftentimes the spouse who identifies it first.
Absolutely. Best piece of advice with respect to taking responsibility for intimacy anorexia?
Well, if you have intimacy anorexia, get educated. If you're married to someone, get educated, and then get support before you do the confrontation. That's the best way to do it.
Absolutely. You need to feel safe and you need to have that support. Thanks so much for sharing your words of wisdom with us. We really, really appreciate it.